All right, so this is video 2 of 5 Minutes to Freedom. Today we are going to bring you the most excellent information showing you what it is that a republic is. People who are attorneys would try to tell you that a republic is a time where you have people who are representing you and they make the decisions for you about what your rights will be. Guys, nothing is further from the truth. I'm going to show you with the documents that our forefathers left in the Bill of Rights how they are actually a teaching tool to show you what a republic is and what our nation is not. Let's go. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is look at Section 2 of Virginia Bill of Rights. People, the source of power. Now watch this. That all power is vested in and consequently derived from the people. That magistrates are their trustees and servants, and at all times amenable to them. Now, I want to break this down to you guys and help you to understand what this really means. These words, magistrates, trustees, servants, and amenable. So let's break this down and look and see what we need to figure out. Magistrate, from the Black's Law 5th edition, halfway down the page, in a general sense, a magistrate is a public officer possessing such power, legislative, executive, or judicial, as government appointing him may ordain, although in a narrow sense he is regarded as an inferior judicial officer. So the first thing we got to do is realize that magistrate is just a government official. Now, let's look at the word trustee from Black's Law 5. Person holding property in a trust, the person appointed or required by law to execute a trust. Now, what we have to understand is this next definition is going to help a lot. One in whom an estate, interest, or power is vested under an express or implied agreement to administer or exercise it for the benefit of the use of another, called the sedicate trust. Now, what I want you to understand, in government, we are giving power that we have to protect our own property and rights to government officials because we can't always be there to protect our rights and live. For instance, let's say that we want to protect our property, but we also have to go to work. We can give authority as a people to government officials to in turn give authority to sheriffs or different officers who will protect your home, protect your property, and they do this as servants. So if they're protecting your property as servants and you left them in a position as a trustee to protect your property and your individual rights, a servant has no power to attack the master and remove their rights. Now, some will think it's funny that I say servants and master, but let's look at the definition. Servant, one employed to perform service in master's affairs, whose physical conduct and performance of the service is controlled or is subject to right to control by the master. Guys, if you're getting the picture, you will realize that your rights make you the master of the government. Black's Law 5th edition, amenable, subject to answer to the law, accountable, responsible, liable to punishment. Guys, the government has no power to tell you that they are immune from the laws you set before them using the common law, the Bills of Rights, or the Declarations of Rights. So let's look at the Kentucky Bill of Rights, text of Section 3. Right, the people have a right to assemble in a peaceable manner, to consult for their common good, to instruct their representatives. That means they belong to you. They're your service and you're leading them. And to petition the government or any department thereof for the redress of grievances. So guys, when they do you wrong, the law here clearly tells you that you have the power to petition and go to each one of the departments, either one of them, and tell them, hey, you made a mistake. My right says this and you did this. Therefore, I need redress of grievance. You need to fix it. You need to correct it. You need to tell your officers to make sure they understand it correctly. And this, guys, is how we win in a republic. We don't beg for them to write statutes that bind them. We tell them what our rights are by instructing them, giving them notice, giving them affidavits, and petitioning for redress of grievances. Let's win.